Yesterday I posted a video saying that I was changing my everyday carry gun from a 200DS 2-inch 357 Magnum Chiappa Rhino to the 40DS 4-inch 40 Smith & Wesson Chiappa Rhino. Now that video has spurred a lot of questions with a lot of my viewers, and I wanted to answer those today. Now the question I probably got the most often and I want to address first is, why 40 Smith & Wesson? Haven't I said in the past that getting a revolver in a semi-auto caliber is a compromise? And yes, I have said that, and I still do believe it is a compromise. When you go down from a 357 Magnum to a 40 in a 4-inch barrel, you are losing some power. But sometimes compromise is worth it. And in this case, the thing that makes it worth it is, I don't want another ruptured eardrum. That was months ago. I'm just now recovering. It has been a horrible process. I don't want that to happen again if I ever have to defend myself. I don't want something as loud as a 357 Magnum if I don't have to have a 357 Magnum. I want something quieter like a 9mm 45 or 40 Smith & Wesson. The 40 Smith & Wesson is right in that same range as 9mm, etc., but it still gives me the performance I want. And performance is why I don't just go down to a 38 special. A lot of people ask me, well, if you just want something quieter, why don't you just shoot 38 specials through your 357 Magnum? And the reason for that is I've never found a 38 special, not even a plus P, that performs the way I want it to perform, especially when it comes to hard barriers. I have this unrealistic fantasy in my head that someday I might have to shoot through a hard barrier, like a glass window of a storefront if my kids are outside the storefront and I'm in the storefront and there's someone out there that's a threat, or if I'm behind a trash can and they're behind a trash can and we're shooting at each other. I want to have the round that will actually penetrate the trash can. I've never found 9mm or 38 Special Plus P that penetrate adequately for what I want them to do. And believe me, I've done lots of real-world testing on that. I don't base my decisions on a lot of gel testing. I don't think those tests are very accurate. I don't think they're very realistic. They don't mimic bone, they don't mimic hard barriers, etc. I have gone out to many an old junk car in our old neighborhood back where I used to live. We live on 176 acres out in the middle of nowhere, and there's an old car junkyard around there, a graveyard I should say. I've shot up so many cars with different calibers in my life. 9mm and 38 Special just don't give me the results I want. The best results I've ever gotten are from bonded 40 Smith & Wesson rounds. They go through windshields like butter and don't break up. They go through doors like butter, don't break up. I just like the way they penetrate. 357 Magnum does that also, but 38 Special just doesn't. So the reason I went to the 40 Smith & Wesson is it will still give me that hard barrier penetration that I want, but won't blow my eardrums out, hopefully, if I ever have to shoot it. Now, the other question people have asked is, you've gone to Moonclips. Haven't you said before in the past that you hate Moonclips? Yes, I have said in the past that I hate Moonclips. But, as we grow and get older and educate ourselves, we change our opinions. And since someone actually taught me how to use Moonclips now, I don't mind them quite so bad. In fact, they have quite a few good qualities. For one, they eject so nicely. When you eject rounds in a Moonclip, they just pop right out because they all come out at the same time. You don't end up with that straggler round or that round that kind of goes sideways. You don't have that problem with a Moonclip when you're ejecting. And plus, they load really easy. They just drop right in. You don't even have to push anything or twist anything. Just pull them out of your case and throw them right in there, and you're reloaded. Now, people are asking me, what was your problem with Moonclips? What were you doing wrong, and what are you doing differently now? Well, it's pretty easy. Well, loading a Moonclip has never been very hard. I mean, they just snap right in. You just line them up, click them right into place. This part has never been hard. Never had any trouble with this part. The problem I've always had with Moonclips is when it comes time to unload them. And the way I unload them makes them pretty much a one-use thing, because every time I try to unload a Moonclip, I bend it. I can just never pop these things out without twisting the cartridge, and that bends the Moonclip and makes it unusable. It's like whoever designed these was just trying to make me look stupid. I don't know if it's because I got sweaty monkey hands or what, but this never works for me. Motherfucker, try to make me look bad. I'll show you who looks bad. I'll show you who fucking looks bad. Fucking mess with me, bitch. I'll show you who's a tough guy. There, now you unloaded. Who looks stupid now, bitch? So as you can see, I didn't get a lot of use out of Moonclips, plus they rose my blood pressure a little bit. So I didn't like them, didn't use them. But then I discovered what this little tool is for, changed the story completely. It's got that little lip on it right there, and you just slide it up with that little lip facing outward. So it's right up on the round like that, then just give it a quick twist. And the round even actually falls down through the tube, just drops right out. And that makes it real easy to go through and just unload even the last couple rounds with no problem whatsoever without bending the Moonclip. Now the final question that I got quite often is, how do I carry the Moonclips in a way that they won't get bent? If you twist the round in a Moonclip, it will actually bend the Moonclip. Then when you put it in the gun, you'll have problems. The gun won't work properly. Well, to answer that question, I just put them in the same case that I carried my regular 357 Magnum speed loaders in, and they actually have an advantage while they're in this case. 2 Moonclips loaded with 40 Smith & Wesson isn't much longer than a speed loader loaded with 357 Magnum. So when it comes to putting them in the case, you can actually put one in and then one on top of it, and the case still snaps easily and holds the rounds. And as far as getting them out of the case, real easy. Just open them up, stick your finger in the hole, grab them by the side, you're ready to reload. So there you have it. That's why I switched from the 2-inch 357 Magnum Chiappa Rhino to the 4-inch 40 Smith & Wesson Chiappa Rhino. I hope that answers any questions anybody has out there, except for the fact of why do I carry a revolver in the first place? Well, the reason I carry a revolver in the first place, like I've said in videos before, is because I'm just cooler than you. Try to make me look bad? I'll show you who'll look bad. Ow, God damn it. Shit. Ow. God damn. Well, there's why you don't walk around in your bare feet in a garage where you just changed out the covering on your table here and it's got big staples sticking out of it. Just drove one of them right into the heel of my foot. Ugh, that hurts.